All right, welcome back. What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to use FastFetch to create something similar to this right here. So we got like a little penguin and we got our little custom here. I'm going to show you how to review the files so you can edit them to create what you want. And if that sounds good, let's get started. Okay, so to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my WSL, and then I'm going to go into my development environment, and I have an Ubuntu-dev, and I'll go ahead and run that. And you could just use WSL, and then that will bring you to your default environment. Now, if you notice, nothing fancy came up yet. That's okay, because we are going to install that and make this fancy in a minute. So the first thing we want to do is make sure we go to our home directory. So we can do CD and a target sign, and that's going to bring us to our home directory. And if you want to know what your home directory is, you can do echo $home, and it would tell you my home directory is home/mantc74. Okay? Alright, so how do we install FastFetch? Well, let's go to the GitHub page, and I'll just blow this up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. And if we go down and we see FastFetch is down here, and it shows you the different openings that we can open with. So when we open up WSL or another distro, we can sit there and see different information. So if I click on one of these, I can have the OS, the host, the kernel, the display, the terminal, the CPU, and so forth, and go all the way down. Okay, and you have presets that I'll show you later that you can use these. So here's another image, and then here's the different hardware information and software information. So basically, when I show you how to look at the presets and show you how to design your own, you'll be able to sit there and make something that's going to be suitable to you. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to go down here to the installation. Since I'm on Ubuntu, I'm going to have to follow these instructions. If you go down here, you have the Mac OS, you have Windows, so you have different environments you can install this on. But for me, I'm going to use Ubuntu, so I'm going to click this PP, which is a repo, and I'll just click on this, and it's going to tell me add this PPA to your system, and it's going to show me how to do it. All I really have to do is just copy that command, and then open up my terminal, paste that in there, and then it's going to ask me for my password because it is sudo, and it's just going to go ahead and install that. And it's really as simple as that to get that repo started. We still have to update it. So how do we update that? Well, what we'll end up doing is we'll sudo apt, and then we'll update. That way we can use the repo. Okay? All right, so the next thing we have to do is actually install FastFetch. We could use it. So how do we do that? Well, let me clear my screen to go up to the top. And what I can do is I can do sudo, okay? And then I'm going to do apt install. And I'm going to do FastFetch. And I just want to put the yes flag at the end of that, just so I don't have to hit yes later on. And just hit enter, and that will go through the entire process to get everything set up for you. All right, so to make sure that it works, what I can do, I can type in FastFetch, and there it is. It gives me information about my system right here. So it looks kind of nice, right out of the box. Okay? All right, so I'm going to clear my screen. Then what I want to do is I want to look at some of the pre-installed ones. Okay, so how do I do that? Well, I can do FastFetch, and then I can do --list -presets. And it would help if I spell presets right. So presets is P-R-E-S-E-T-S. There you go. So these are all the presets that we have. We have the Neofetch, the All, the Neofetch, the CI, and then we have all these examples in here. And that kind of tells you which ones we can actually like use, okay? And those are actually in your user share FastFetch folders. All right, so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go ahead and clear this since I know that they're there. And then what I can do is, let's say I wanted to look at that Neofetch one. I can do FastFetch --config user share FastFetch presets, and then Neofetch dash the JSON file. And if I enter that, and then again, that gives me that kind of default Neofetch right there. Now, we also have those ones in the examples. So if we go back, and let me just hit up a couple of times here, and look at the presets, we have different examples here like 9, 5, 7, 13, and so forth. And what we can end up doing is we can look at those as well. Okay, so how do we look at those? Well, I can sit there and do the FastFetch config user share FastFetch preset examples. And notice I have the examples here right now because I'm in the examples folder. And then I have 6.json. And I run that, and then that gives me the design. It looks like this one kind of gives me these different little like loops up there, which is kind of cool looking, right? So if I go up here and let's say that I want to change this 6 to 13, and actually let me do this because this is actually, I know this is behind my screen. So what I'm going to end up doing is just hit clear and then kind of go up here, and then instead of doing a 6, we'll do a 13. And then that gives me another layout, right? So we have multiple layouts. And instead of 13, what we can end up doing is let's go with, let's say 15. And that's 15, again, a different layout. So you can go ahead and look at these different layouts and kind of figure out how you want. If you like the default ones, you can just use one of the default ones. All right, so if you kind of want to see how these are made, what we can do is I'll just hit the clear, if I can spell clear right today, clear. And then we can go up here, and this is our FastFetch up here. So if I wanted to kind of do this a different way, I can do Nano, and that opens up a window if I can actually see what's inside the file. So if I do Nano, it kind of tells me everything, how this JSON file is laid out, okay? And you can just kind of go in here and edit these. It's actually pretty simple if you kind of want to kind of make yours a little bit more custom, okay? All right, so obviously we don't want to write over our presets. So let's make a directory. And then that's going to be in our, it's going to be in our home. And then that's going to be in our .config file. And then we're going to have FastFetch. And we're going to have presets. Okay, so make directory -p .config FastFetch presets. Okay, so now that that's created, what we can do is I'm just going to hit the up arrow key and take out this make directory. And then I'm just going to put Nano right there. And then after presets, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do custom, and then I'm going to do the .jsonc. And that brings up a blank configuration file that's custom that you can edit. So what I would do is I would go back here to your FastFetch. And if I go down here to presets, and then I hit all JSONC, it kind of gives me everything that I can put in here. I can copy it, and then I just paste it inside the Nano window, and we have all the information up there. Now if I don't want something in there, like if I don't want to separate, or if I don't want to see the OS, what I can do is I can just hit a pound sign and kind of comment that out. Okay, but for just demonstration purposes, I'm going to keep everything in there and just kind of save this out. Okay. All right. So now that we're done editing that file, I'm just going to hit the up arrow, and instead of opening this up with Nano again, what I can do is take Nano out and just put it in FastFetch --config, and then I run this, and this brings back everything that we have up there. So this brings back everything in there. So now what we can do is just go back in, look at all those different presets, look at this, kind of understand that JSON structure, and then just build you something custom that fits your needs. Okay, and doing it, it's really as simple as that. All right, so I've been working on this for a little bit now, and I think I got it right where I want it to be. Okay, so I did have this little logo here, just a text file. It's like a little penguin, and I want him to actually display inside my window. Okay, so instead of having that default art, I want this little like logo art right here, and this is on my desktop. Okay, so how do I get him over here to my WSL? Well, what I can do is I can set there and do the make directory -p and then my targa, make sure I'm on my home, do the config, do FastFetch, and then do images. Okay, so I make sure that's create. The next thing we want to do is we want to kind of copy that file over. So I use a cp command, and I'm mounting my C drive users desktop logo.txt, and then I'm moving that to the config FastFetch images. Okay, so it's really like as simple as that. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to nano into our config file. This is our custom file we've been working with, and I don't need the --config. There we go. Okay, so what we did here is the logo, we changed it to type to file, and we put source/home/ and this is where our logo actually lives at on our system. Okay, so if we scroll down here, this is my custom JSON file that I created or edited off of like all the other examples, I should say. And then now if I want to run this, what I can do is I could just go up here and do my FastFetch. Now I got my little penguin right here, and I have all the information that I want to see. So we could actually make this look really nice. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do is, every time the computer starts up, we want to make sure that we have this penguin showing. Okay, so let's run this echo FastFetch --config FastFetch preset custom, which we've been running, and we're adding that to the .bash. Okay, so basically what this is doing is it's adding this command in the quotes, like this FastFetch, this config, all the way over the end quote. We're adding that to the end of the bash file is all we're doing there. Okay, so we hit enter, and now every time we start the WSL, it's going to start up with our little penguin. Okay, so to kind of show you this, so if I do the nano and then do the bash, okay, going down here to the bottom, all the way to the bottom, this is where it adds that config FastFetch preset custom .jsonc. Okay, that's all we did instead of opening up the file. Now with that said, if you run the echo command again, it's going to add another one underneath there, and adding again another one under there. So once it's added in here, you really need to kind of go into the terminal, go into Nano, and actually change your config here if you actually want to change it from custom to something else. Okay. All right, so let me exit out of this, and then I'm going to hit clear or CLS, and then I'm going to do WSL.D, and then I'm going to do my Ubuntu dev. Okay, and when that opens up, and there it is. Every time we open up, we're going to see our penguin, and we're going to have our system information, and it just kind of adds like a little bit of you know, display up there that makes it a little bit more exciting. All right, if you have anything else, you know, leave comments below on how you're going to use it, and then let me know if you have any other display ideas on what you guys want to see. All right, thanks.